So Threads was released, which is basically Instagram or Meta's version of Twitter. Hi everyone, so if you haven't seen all the big news yet, Instagram or Meta released an app called Threads. It has a lot of the same usability as Twitter. It's mainly text-based, but you can add photos and all that kind of stuff. And it's a really fun app. So it's a separate app from Instagram, even though it works really well with Instagram, which I will get into, but it is separate and it's just a very cool Twitter-like app. If you're familiar with Twitter and you go into Threads, I think you'll feel at home because it's very similar, the app's layout, as well as just what's shown on your feed. So like I said, very similar to Twitter, but I want to get into why I think this app was released and how you can actually use this app yourself. As someone who's been off Twitter for a while, because Twitter can get pretty toxic and just, yeah, negative, I feel like. So I haven't been using Twitter for a while because of that reason. Threads does feel like kind of a breath of fresh air because everyone is just posting their thoughts. No one is taking it too seriously or anything. So it is really just refreshing, I feel like. Since Elon Musk has bought Twitter, there has been some backlash on some decisions that he has made as the new owner. For instance, one of the latest things is that he is limiting the amount of posts users can now see per day on their Instagram feed. This is limited by whether you're a new user, an unverified user, or a verified user. So this is something that people were not happy with. Another decision that people really don't like is the decision to be able to pay to get a verified Twitter account. So now anybody can actually pay to have a verified Twitter account. It's not like a whole process you have to go through to actually get verified. And there are more controversies, but basically people aren't too happy with Twitter at the moment. And then Instagram came in smack dab and brought out Threads, which is basically Twitter without all those limitations that a lot of people don't like, as well as just it's integrated into Instagram's UI, which just makes it so easy. So you might have seen on Instagram people sharing their threads on their Instagram stories or even in a post. That's because from the Threads app, you can go ahead and add your thread to your Instagram story or post within the Threads app. So like I said, it works really well with Instagram. When you sign up for Threads, you will see you have this little number in your Instagram bio, which is basically a link to your account. But that number is basically when you got Threads. So I'm number like 40 million and something. So I was 40 millionth to get Threads. So basically it just tells you how early on you got Threads before all the other people. They actually surpassed 50 million users, which is insane within like the first 2 days. And I'm sure by the time I'm posting this, it's gonna be even more. But it's really blowing up. And I do think if it continues going at the rate that it is, Twitter could have a real problem. But okay, that's all the backstory about Threads. Basically, Meta made an app like Twitter. It is very linked to your Instagram account if you have an Instagram. And let's just go over how you can actually use Threads yourself. This is the Threads app. As you can see, it's a little @ sign as the logo. I really do like the logo, I have to say. Going into it, like I said, it looks very familiar if you know Twitter. So you just see threads of all the people. You can swipe up to refresh and get some more. And as you can see, it has like a cool loading animation, refresh animation. It's really cool. So this is your homepage where you can basically read everyone's threads. Then we have a search option here, so you can search for different accounts. You have in the middle here an option to write a thread, which I'm gonna get to. Then we have this heart icon, which is basically all your followers and activity, if people like your things, if you have replies, mentioned, verified, all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, we have you here in the bottom right. This is your account. I just transferred everything over from my Instagram, profile pic, bio, everything like that. Every user's profile has this little Instagram icon here if they have Instagram, and it will link to their Instagram account so you can view their Instagram. And in Instagram, you have your little Threads link here that takes you to your Threads account, so you can just jump back and forth. So here you can see it says your number 40 million and whatever to join Threads. So it really just tries to show you like you have to get it as quickly as possible, otherwise your number is going to get very large. It does say that it is a temporary badge, so I'm guessing it's not going to stay there forever. Maybe it's just going to be replaced by just a Threads link. But yeah, basically they are interconnected like I've already mentioned. And as for creating thread, just click on the middle option here and then you can start a thread. You can have up to 500 characters for a thread, as well as you can link here images and videos, and you can add videos that are up to 5 minutes long. And I've heard that the quality is really nice. So yeah, that is how you create a thread. It's really easy, very self-explanatory. Also, when you have a thread like this one that I have here, I can go ahead and click on the share option, and then it immediately gives me an option to add to story, post to feed, or tweet. It's interesting that it did put the tweet option there though, I gotta say. But then when you go to add it to your story, I love the design of the little background that they give you. But yeah, then people can click on that on your Instagram story and will take you to threads. So it really is inviting people to kind of promote their product for you by sharing it to your Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I think it's a very smart tactic. I must say I do like the UI of Threads. I think it's very minimal and straight to the point. But it does not have all the features that Twitter has. It doesn't have all the trending pages that Twitter has. I don't believe it has polls or anything like that yet. So there are definitely more limits to Instagram Threads, but it is just released. So I'm sure there will be updates in the future. But yeah. In short, that is Instagram Threads. That is how it looks and how you can use it. Like I said, if you have an Instagram account, it will transfer a lot of things over to Threads. If people are in Threads and they're already following you on Instagram and they come onto Threads, they will automatically follow you on Threads as well. And if you are a verified user on Instagram, you will be a verified user on Threads. So interconnected. Threads is not yet available for people in the European Union. There were some regularity concerns about how it will use a person's data. So sorry for everyone in the European Union. It's not yet available for you. I believe that's everything I wanted to cover about Threads in this video. I really am excited to see kind of how this develops in the future, what updates will come to it, what features will come to it, and just how this plays out between Threads and Twitter, if it will actually make an impact. I mean, we've seen Meta conquer apps like Instagram basically killing Snapchat, that kind of stuff. So it is a cause for concern for Twitter, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen yet. But yeah, I'm excited just to see how this goes. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Thread, if you're gonna be using it, if you like it or not, if this will replace Twitter for you. Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.